Let me tell you about 3 things that have helped me make millions of dollars. The first one of them, and all 3 of these are to do with Google, all right? But the first one is Google Business Profile. This is a free resource through Google, and it has helped us astronomically at Andy's Roofing. And the reviews and the way when people search and they scroll down and there's like 3 companies and roofer near me, there will be 3 right there. Your Google Business Profile is what shows up in that map pack right there. So that is the first one. The second one is called Google Local Services Ads. Do not confuse Google Local Service Ads or Google Guaranteed with Google Ads. Okay, they are 2 separate things. And when you deal with a marketing agency, a lot of them want to tell you that they will run both your Google Local Service Ads and your Google Ads together. Well, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag for you guys. I run our Google Local Service Ads at Andy's Roofing from my phone. It's not complicated to do. You do not need a third-party ads agency to help you do that. So if you have any more questions about Google Local Services, you can schedule a time with my team and we can talk to you about that. But it's something we can set up very quickly and you don't need anybody else's help to do it after that. So if you don't have a lot of Google reviews, so when people talk about getting Google reviews, the reason they're saying that is you need that for your Google Business Profile, because one of the best lead sources, high intent converting, high ticket lead sources, Google Local Services, is fed from Google Business Profile. So when somebody searches roofer near me, there's 3 different sections in search. There's the Google Local Services or Google Guaranteed Ads. There's the Google Ads right here. And then there's the Map Pack, which is your Google Business Profile presence. They all 3 work together. Okay, so when you have a Google Business Profile, you want to make sure that you're consistently getting a lot of Google reviews, and I can't stress this enough, consistency is key here. If you only get 3 a week, make sure you get 3 every week. If you're updating your profile and you've got your services up to date and your products up to date and it's keyword rich and you've got your service areas in there correctly with your website and your phone number and your booking and all that, if you got all that figured out, we just got to consistently just stay on top of Google Business Profile, because your Google Local Services ads are linked to it. What they do is the more Google reviews and the more consistent you are and the more updates you do, it will show your ad, Google Local Services, more to homeowners that are looking for your service. The third one, Google Ads, is something that I have learned through pain and heartache that you don't want to try and run your Google Ads in-house. I have burned thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to run our Google Ads, and it's just something you need a specialist to do. We have people that we refer here, and I would be happy to share those off the video, but I want to make sure that you guys, especially newer companies, when we look at this daunting task called Google, all right, it's really not that complicated until you get your Google Business Profile and you get a decent amount of reviews. When I say that, that's all subjective or relative to your market. If the highest Google Business Profile for a roofing contractor or a service-based contractor in your market has 25 Google reviews, you want to get like 50. And then you're dominating that local 5-mile famous area. All right. Then once you get your 50, we got to consistently keep getting more, but then we want to get Google Local Services ads to link with that. It's very simple. You can literally type in set up Google Local Services and Google will pop up with the local services thing to set up you as a contractor. If you already have your Google Business Profile, which you should before you do this, and you have a decent amount of reviews, then what you do is you just link them together. It's very simple. And then you have 2 of the 3 major things already set up and going. Okay, these 2 alone have made me millions of dollars in Andy's Roofing. Google Business Profile in conjunction with Google Local Services ads. But then the third one is like the gas on your fire. Okay, if your fire's going out and it kind of sucks and it's like we need to add more wood to the fire, do that before you go and try and amplify it and tell people about it. If you've got a 4.0 with 500 reviews and like the last 16 of them are 1 stars because, I don't know, you like hurt things. Like, don't do that, okay? We don't want to push people to something that's negative. So we want to make sure that we clean up our profile, that we're getting tons of good Google reviews about raving homeowners that love what we do and all that. Then we should take local services and link that to that. And then after that, you start buying the first thing you should do with Google Ads is you should have a campaign running that buys your name. Okay, because like in our market, I know all you competitors because I can see the research, you're buying my name right now. Okay, and so that kind of stuff is the more branding and recognition with some of the other things we're going to talk about, like the yard signs and the truck wraps and the billboards and the postcards and all of the stuff that you do in the community. All of that makes these leads with Google Ads on your branded keywords. When it says Andy's Roofing, like I own that. Like those leads are so cheap. They convert so highly. Like it's our #1 lead sources with Google Ads as far as like the campaigns that we run. Okay, so this is part of it, but we want, and I can't stress this enough to you guys, you have to make sure that you get Google Business Profile set up and you're getting a lot of good Google reviews, because when people search roofer near me or they search service business near me or whatever, like you will pop up right there. And we don't want you to suck. Like you don't want to look bad. So we want to make sure we make it look good. Then we put Google Local Services. I talked to a gentleman last week or so, and he told us that he did not know what Google Local Services was. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're over here talking to me about how you need more leads. And this is like one of the biggest ways that you can do that. And he had tons of Google reviews, and he had an awesome Google business profile, great name in the community. And I'm like, this is just something you've got to do. We got to do this right now. And so setting up Google Local Services to mirror it back to your Google business profile to where people click it, it's immediate, it calls you, and you get that lead. Your CSR takes it and picks it up and then does your scripted call service or like the way that you want it done. And then she addresses it with the rep. She pre-qualifies it. She does all of the things. And now that lead is packaged and it's correctly taken care of to where we can give homeowners the best that they deserve. And this is just 3 things. But I can tell you, I can pull up the numbers and show you that this has made me millions of dollars. The first 2 are almost on autopilot, okay? Getting Google reviews is as simple as you gotta ask all the time. Every good job that you do, you gotta ask. And then once you ask and you get hundreds, I think we have, I don't know how timeless this video is, but we have 750 plus Google reviews right now and 100 or something on our other location. Like, this right here is just building constantly. And because of that, and we're so highly rated and we do such a good job, we put local services ads back to that. And those 2 things alone, if there's a storm, if there's any kind of event, we get very cheap leads that are like, they're yours. I mean, they're gonna use you. Okay, so those 2 things. And then the Google Ads, I cannot stress to you guys enough, do not try and do it yourself. We have people that we can recommend to help you do it. I burned $12,000 one time and it was just a bad thing, okay? So I know from personal experience, don't do it yourself. Don't try and be a Google Ads expert. If you're a small business owner especially, you are not a marketing super guru, Google Ads, whatever. But local services, I can run from my phone. Google Business Profile, I always run it from my phone. You pull up the Google Earth app. Like I can literally pull it up and show you guys right now. So Google Maps app, hit the business thing in the bottom right, and it'll show you all this stuff and you can manage your Google Business Profile. So hope that helps you guys, and I hope it makes you millions of dollars.